Hello everyone, this is Scott Jenke with Gross Motors in Neillsville, Wisconsin. Today I'm excited to introduce to you the all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado half-ton. It's an all-new redesign for Chevy this year, both in look, efficiency, and also in capability. Let's take a look at this truck. I think you're going to be really excited to see the all-new Chevy Silverado. Start out with the front end. You can see that it's a lot different. The grille design is a lot different. It's a lot sleeker. We move around to the side. You're going to see there's some really nice lines on this truck. It really gives it an overall nice look. Really makes it really aerodynamic as well. A few things to point out about what Chevy did this year to the outside. Move the front wheels out and over the far corners. Really gives it a lot more stability. Also reduced the overall width of the front bumper and stretched the wheelbase by about 4 inches. Aside from that, they increased the overall length by about 1.5 inches. This truck is just a really stable truck on the road. Come around to the back side, you're going to notice the tailgate and the roofline look a lot different. Look at the tailgate. It's got a spoiler on the top of the tailgate. There's also a spoiler on the top of the roof on the back side. If you take a look at the foot steps, you're going to see that they're a lot deeper than they used to be, and that's to accommodate for steel-toed boots. Take a look at the tailgate. It's a really nice feature. Put the button on the tailgate, drops it right down. Inside we've got a spray-in bed liner right from the factory. This is really nice in that we've got a 120 volt plug-in back here for all your tools. Each corner has got 3 integrated tie-down rings for a total of 12. Each one of those tie-down rings is rated at 500 pounds. Aside from that, you've got spots for up to 9 mobile tie-down rings as well. 3 on each side and 3 in the front. If you install those tie-down rings, they're worth 250 pounds each. So you got a lot of options for tying down your cargo in this truck. This tailgate goes up really easy. One way that they took 450 pounds off of this truck this year is by making the tailgate aluminum, making the doors aluminum, making the hood aluminum. Makes it a lot lighter. It's still a strong truck. The bed is still steel, the sides are still steel, and the roof is still steel. So it's strong and it's still safe. Overall, a really nice looking truck. Let's take a look at the inside, see some of the capabilities and some of the new features in there. Before we go inside, you'll notice this button on the outside handle here. That's the passive entry button. All you need to do to lock and unlock the truck is just press the button and it'll unlock, as long as the key is within 3 feet of the truck. Inside you'll see some things that are really familiar, but they've also changed. Make things more accessible for the driver. Integrated trailer brake used to be over on the left hand side. Now they moved that under the center stack. I'll show you that in just a minute. Over on the left hand side you've got your tow haul knob. The tow haul button used to be at the end of the gear shift selector. Now they put it on a knob on the left side. 4-wheel drive functions and light functions are still over on the left hand side here. Steering wheel still has all the functions that it had before. Set your cruise control on the left hand side. You've got your volume and radio controls along with your voice command controls over on the right hand side. Back side of the steering wheel, still got buttons back there to be able to control your presets and your volume. As we get inside the truck, notice that the dash lines are really nice. It's simple. They're also really clear, really nice to use. So we come over to the center stack and take a look at the radio. You'll notice that the icons have changed a little bit, but all the functions are still there, plus a few more. You still got the Apple CarPlay, the Android Auto, so you can hook your devices up and be able to see the apps right there on your screen. You got a 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot that you can hook up to 7 devices to. Still got Bluetooth capability for your phones and your devices. This is new this year, this trailering button. In the trailering app, you can actually test all the lights out on whatever trailer you've got hooked up. Once you've hooked your trailer up, you hit start. Then you can go back and it'll cycle through all the different light tests on your trailer. So you don't have to have somebody back there checking the lights for you as you're doing all the functions here in the truck. So move down the center stack a little bit. You'll see the environmental controls are still very familiar. Still quite the same, but there are a few new buttons down here underneath the environmental controls. This one will drop your tailgate, just like I showed you outside. This is the auto stop start feature that can actually be disabled. So what auto stop is, I should say, is the feature that allows the truck to shut off at a stop sign or a stop light if it determines the truck doesn't need to be running. People like that feature because it helps to save fuel. People also like to be able to shut that feature off if they don't want to use it. So that button will shut that feature off. As I mentioned, the integrated trailer brake has now been moved to the bottom of the center stack here. Still got a USB slot, SD card slot, accessory slot, 12-volt charger, and a 120-volt plug as well. Moving up to the roof, to see that we've still got the universal garage door remote buttons, and we've got a button here for our sliding rear window as well. With the split bench configuration of the seating, see that they changed the center console a little bit, made it somewhat more functional. You got space in here for your cell phone, your cups of course, storage inside, and a nice handle here to be able to lift that up, get to the center seat, and also to the locking storage compartment underneath. Still got dual glove boxes over on the right hand side. Made those a little deeper now, so you can store a little bit more inside. Moving to the back seat, actually giving you 3 more inches of leg room in the back seat, which is nice for those long trips when you've got folks in the back seat. Underneath the back seat, some integrated storage. Keeps all your gear from flying all over the place. Cup holders in the center. And brand new for 2019, each one of the outside seats also has storage inside. Well folks, that's the all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado half-ton. This is the LT Z71. We're really excited to have one here on our lot. We'd love for you to come down and take a look at it. We're at 404 East Division Street in Nielsville, Wisconsin. You can give us a call, 715-743-3207, or visit us at www.grossauto.com. Thank you.